Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Wednesday, August 17th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. I do want to remind you, as always, this is general for the day for all 12 signs, so just take what resonates. But we're going to begin by using the Sacred Forest Oracle deck and see what comes to be. Past thinking is what I'm hearing. I did accidentally knock the Six of Cups on the ground when grabbing this oracle deck for Wednesday. For Wednesday, for my beautiful souls. I'm hearing not super smiley, but doing well, okay? Or at the very least, doing better than the previous couple of days. But we have acceptance and joy. So there's a push from Spirit to enjoy oneself throughout this day, regardless of how many obligations are necessary to wrap oneself up with or complete. There's a need to feel a level of joy to continue or begin a level of healing, or just to remember how good things are for you at this time, even if there are certain annoyances, difficulties, or just reminders of why something needs to come to an end. But I do feel as if there are just points in the day where, in the midst of trying to enjoy yourself with whatever you're wrapped up with, it feels a bit simplistic, but also just you can't, again, help but think back to the past in one way, shape, or form. We're reminding you who isn't necessarily healthy for you in the long run, as far as being connected to them, or just as far as who would create or bring out bad habits from within you. I just feel as if there's a lot of reflecting taking place due to Spirit's pushes mentally, but I feel as if you need to try to keep your part of the thinking to a minimal, okay? Don't overthink. But I feel like there's a level of acceptance taking place where it's like, you know, whoever has my back, it is what it is, and it's good to see those true colors. But I feel like as well there's an acceptance of needing to take place of how this day unravels, as you need to be, a little bit flexible, okay? But I do feel like there's success, okay? Whatever work you produce throughout this day, or whatever you decide to accomplish or make progress with, successful, okay? You're reminded throughout this specific day, through your connection to the moon, for some, that you're going to be very successful moving forward with the new choice, beginning with a turn in the right direction for oneself, okay? Feeling to show this. Success and prosperity. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's continue with the tarot part of the reading. Haven't even decided which tarot deck I'm using. We're going to use the Gilded deck. And that was actually the one where the Six of Cups fell to the floor. Alrighty. Let's do some shuffling. I also feel like you could be a little bit judgmental throughout this day, but feeling humbled in certain ways from the recent past. Okay. We have the Six of Pentacles. Beautiful. Yeah, so it's a day where you're receiving levels of abundance in one way, shape, or form, and potentially reflecting on the past levels of abundance you've received and needing to be grateful for that, even if it came with certain annoyances, difficulties. I'm hearing disappointment. But I do feel there's joy to be experienced through earning abundance, or just seeing something grow gradually. But I also feel as if the abundance flowing in throughout the day is meant to make you happy, okay? Because you deserve it. And I do feel as if there's just a need to accept the abundance and clarity you're getting, or just the truth you're receiving at certain points throughout this day, or just being pushed to reflect and be one with if you gather that abundance previous to this specific day. But I do sense that you're thinking about the joy and acceptance that is wrapped up in a new passionate beginning. I sense that you're being viewed as a star, forgetting at certain points throughout the day that you are one talented individual, and will remind you that that you are truly full of so much talent, okay? Through the eyes of others, you will impress. We have the Sun card here. accepting what needs to change in order to embrace a brighter future. 501, 501, look up that angel number meaning. I do feel like you could be thinking about past positive moments even, and how spiritually connected you were in the past, okay? Even if that did cause a bit of frustration or damage in one way, shape, or form. But I do sense that your world is changing, and that's quite evident through levels of, oh wait, this is meant to be here. Through levels of reminding that your world is changing. You are experiencing certain happy moments, okay? They want this one. But I do feel as if you're again being reminded that you have what it takes to do what you need to do to make it a successful beginning moving forward. But I also feel like you're reminded that there's a lot of joy, happiness, and contentment and passion wrapped up with where you're heading or what you're about to achieve. I sense that there's just a bold, a confident, but there's certain emotions still hanging within you or needing to be healed. You feel like you've been through a lot, okay? More than people even would realize or want to notice. But I sense that this day reminds you that it's a positive thing that you are seeing the truth in who people are, and who has your back, and where you actually do fit in, okay? Or for how long you should be able to fit in. Anyways, I just feel as if there's a level of financial abundance being gained as well. This day may feel like a little bit of a treasure hunt, but I do sense that there's just 2, if not 1, okay, or 3 rats in your midst, people you can't trust. You may be pushed to think back to 2 people that you know wholeheartedly you cannot trust at this point. This is purposeful, but don't let it get you down or make you any more emotional than you already are. I do sense that there's a feeling that the past has made you a bit defensive or a bit pessimistic, and when it comes to what lies ahead, even if you do sort of feel the inclination to just move forward, okay? So I do sense that you're going to need to put that guard down, be strategic and smart, right? Trust your intuition. But I need to remember that this day is meant to prepare you for what lies ahead in more than one reason, okay? Through reflection of the past and in other ways, okay? Also being pushed to think back to a heavier time. Maybe be parts of this day that remind you of a heavy past you've had. But thinking about connections, all right? Some of you thinking about how you long for love, needing to accept, again, those who aren't meant for you moving forward. The number 22 coming into play, but I do sense that you need to accept the cups that need to be left behind or simply knocked over and just move towards a healthier time where certain cups that you leave standing behind could evidently come full circle and your paths could collide or cross again in one way, shape, or form. But you need to trust that you're meant to leave behind what you're meant to, for at least the time being, okay? To embrace the sunlight, the happiness, to see brighter days for oneself, okay? There may need to be an adjustment in perspective throughout this day, but where you're feeling entangled or just tied up in one way, shape, or form, it's purposeful for now, all right? Things are about to change. I feel as if you're being enlightened and pushed to embrace what lies ahead. And don't be surprised if you feel the inclination to move quite slowly throughout this day. There's no need to rush, all right? If you see a squirrel, we're reminding you to enjoy yourself once again, but to beware of those who have extreme anxious energy, all right? Not to say don't try to help them or be part of their life, but it may be more of a reminder than you think, okay? I sense that, again, you're moving forward, you're doing what you have to do quite slowly but surely, but a bit guarded, all right? We're going to make sure before this new beginning comes to be, you don't have this full body of armor on, all right? Soar forward like an eagle with the utmost amount of bravery and confidence, because what's meant for you is meant for you, period, all right? It's a day of preparation once again, and we're about to see new levels of success come to be All right. You're going to impress even more than you have up until this point. All right. So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye.